Now, most Kenyans do not understand that we have a very long history of passport yetu kutumiwa vibaya. Our passport being used very badly, with very dire consequences on the rest of Kenyans. Oh yes, and let me give you the perfect example. Until March 7th, 1996, if you wanted to visit the UK, all you needed to do was to ensure that you have your passport with you. There was absolutely no business of going over to the High Commission to look for a visa. Hiyo ilikuwa hakuna. You just go to the airport with your passport, and of course you've already purchased your air ticket, and you fly to London. And when you arrive, it is like crossing over to Tanzania. You encounter this immigration officer, and he just asks you, how long are you staying? And he stamps your passport, and he tells you, welcome to the UK. Until March 7th, 1996, the 90s, the late 90s, okay? Not the 70s, not the 80s, the 90s. So what happened that things changed so suddenly? People misused the Kenyan passport. That's all that happened. There was a problem in neighboring Somalia. Isn't there always a problem there? There was a problem there. And many Somalis from Mogadishu and the environs crossed over to Kenya, easily got a Kenyan ID, easily got a Kenyan passport. Yeah, that's very easy. After all, our country ni nchi ya kitu kidogo. I think we all know that. That's not breaking news. And then they flooded Heathrow. Because at the time, to get into Britain, all you needed was a Kenyan passport. And you'd stay for 6 months without anybody asking you many, many questions. Oh yes, that's how it was. And when they flooded London, the Mzungu said, no. From this day on, Kenyans will need to apply for a visa. And so from March 7th, 1996, for you to land in the UK, ni kazi, my friend. Ni kazi. You have to start by looking for this highly valued thing called a visa to allow you entry into the UK. It all happened because people misused the Kenyan passport. Because Kenya is a key country in the British Commonwealth. And most countries in the Commonwealth have certain privileges. And we lost a very important privilege because somebody misused the Kenyan passport. Fast forward to the present, it is happening again. Senior RSF people were issued with Kenyan diplomatic passports. Work on a diplomatic passport? I bet you don't. That is not something very easy to get. But a foreigner, somebody committing atrocities in their country called Sudan, has a diplomatic passport, Republic of Kenya. Now, there is a deeper story nobody's talking about here. And let me ask you a very simple question so that we dive into this deeper, super fascinating story. How did this secret come out? That a warlord, the brother of a warlord, in a place where we know atrocities are ongoing, got a Kenyan diplomatic passport. How did that story leak out? Well, it came from Watu Trump. It came from the US. Now, why would the US release such information? Because it was very clear from the way they released that information that they wanted people to know that these people have a Kenyan passport. In other words, they wanted the world to know that these people are being assisted by powerful people in Kenya. No, in fact, not powerful people. These people are being assisted by the Kenyan government. That is really the message the Americans were sending to the world. Now, think about it for a minute. Did they want to send this message to the world for the good of the Kenyan people? Or rather, for the good of the Kenyan government? No, of course not. They were exposing the evil of the Kenyan government. Pure and simple. Now, Why would they want to do that? Is it because the Americans ni watu wa two-term? I'm not going to answer that one. Please answer it for yourself. Did they do it because the Americans ni watu wa two-term? Ama ni watu wa one-term? Answer that question for yourself. I believe the answer is more than obvious. More problems for the Ruto administration and his impossible ambition, because nobody sees how it's going to happen, of serving a second term as President of the Republic of Kenya. Okay? Based on solid facts which are presented before you.